Hi everyone, you are welcome to another tutorial on this channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In this video, I'll be showing you the cutting and sewing process of this dress. This is a backless halter neck dress with an illusion bra. You can also use any fabric of your choice to recreate this dress. So if you love sewing tutorial like this, why not keep watching and let's get right into the video. I'm using Ankara fabric for this dress. I'll be folding the fabric on bias, creating a triangle shape. Now that we have folded our fabric, the next thing we are going to do is to divide our shoulder measurement into two. I'm working with a shoulder measurement of 16 inches. So 16 divided by 2 gives us 8. Then I'll add extra 2 inches, making it 10 inches. I'll simply mark the 10 inches. I won't draw a straight line because I want to avoid creating a V shape. Instead, I'll place my tape at the tip of the fold and measure down to the 10 inches that I mark. So what I have is 13.5 inches. I'll continue marking the 13.5 inches all the way around. Please pardon me, I didn't realize that the chalk wasn't showing on the camera. So next, I'll mark the casing allowance below the starting line. I'm using 1 inch for the casing. Next, I'll measure the gown length. I'll place my tape at 5 inches on the second line. Since it's an off shoulder, then I'll measure the full length. The dress length I'm working with is 37 inches, plus 1 inch for hemi allowance, making it 38 inches. So I'll place my tape. After marking, I'll place my tape at the tip of the fold and measure down to the 38 inches that I have. So whatever I have, I'll measure it all the way around. So that's all for the drafting of the front piece. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. So I'll go ahead and notch the part I marked for my casing. So I'll join an extra piece to add up to the length of the gown. Now that our front piece is ready, let's mark where the back piece will start from. This is where we need the shoulder to back waist measurement. I'm working with 16 inches plus 1 inch, making it 17 inches. So I'll place my tape at 5 inches and mark where the 17 inches end. Then I'll make a notch. For the back piece, we'll fold the fabric the same way we folded the front in a triangle. Next, I'll place the front piece on the back piece and arrange it properly. After arranging it, I'll proceed to transfer the notch from the front piece to the back piece. That is the same shoulder to waistline notch that I made on the front piece. I'll transfer it to the back piece also. From that notch, I'll go up by 1 inch for my elastic casing. Then I'll place my tape at the tip to measure down. So whatever I have, I'll measure it round and cut it out. So I'll also join an extra piece to add to the length. So that's all for the cutting of the back. So it's time to create our illusion bra. So I'll bring back my front piece. So from the neckline, I'll measure down 5 inches to get to my chest line. Please remember that you're placing the 5 inch at the second line. So then I'll mark my other bust line, which is 14 inches. Then I'll make a notch on both lines. I'll make a notch on the chest line and also on the under bust line. Then I'll measure from the chest line to the other bust line. Whatever measurement I get, that will be the length of my illusion bra. I'll be using this plain black fabric for the illusion bra. So I'll fold my fabric using the bust measurement divided by 4 plus extra 3 inches. So I drew a line to mark my starting point. From the starting point, I'll mark 1.5 inch for the rope casing. Then I'll measure 5 inch for the length of the illusion bra. So 5 inch is what I got after measuring the distance between my chest line to my other bust. So it's 5 inches. So I'll measure the 5 inches plus extra 1.5 inches for the elastic casing. Then I'll roll a line. So on the chest line, I'll place the bust measurement divided by 4 plus extra 3 inches, which is 10, plus extra 3 inches, making it 13 inches. Then I'll connect it down to the other bust line. Then I'll cut. The upper part is for the rope casing, while the lower part is for the elastic casing. So I'll stitch the sides before stitching the up and the down part. I've gone ahead to prepare my rope. Just make sure that the length of your rope is long. So for the elastic, I'll use the bust measurement divided by 4. So our bust measurement is 40 divided by 4, give us 10 inches. So I'll insert it all the way down. I'll secure the elastic with a pin, then I'll stitch it up. I will do the same thing with the rope. I'll insert it and pull it out at the other end. So that is all. We are done with the illusion bra. So now I'll be working on the back piece. I'll go over to the sewing machine and create the casing for the elastic. I'll give it a double fold and stitch. Next, I will insert the elastic. To get the elastic measurement, I'll divide the waist circumference by 3. So guys, this is how it looks like after inserting the elastic. So I'll go ahead and join the back piece to the front piece. I'll attach the back piece to the points we notched earlier. I'll place the right side together and stitch with 1 inch allowance. Next, I'll fold the side of the front piece and stitch. I'll do the same thing on the other hand. But before stitching, I'll measure what I have from the starting point of the front piece to the chest line that I notched earlier. Then I'll mark it so that the line will be visible, so that when I stitch it, I'll be able to know where to place my illusion bra. So after stitching, this is how the dress looks like. I'll place the illusion bra on the marked area and stitch on the existing seam. Please note, make sure you don't stitch on the rope so that you can still adjust it. So I will go over to my sewing machine and stitch on both sides. Then I'll also hem the front neckline. You can see it clearly here that I stitched on the existing seam and I left some space where the rope can easily pass through so you can be able to adjust it. Now it's time to insert the rope. So I'll insert the right rope and pull it out through the left side. And I'll do the same thing at the other side. I'll insert it through the left side and pull it out of the right side. Hope you understand. Just watch what I'm doing. Then you get it. Make sure you align the armhole properly with the rope coming from the illusion bra. This is important for the bust to sit properly. When wearing the dress, you need to adjust the illusion bra and the ropes properly to fit your neckline. Otherwise, the bust may not sit properly inside the illusion bra. And this is how it looks like. The last thing to do is to hem the bottom part of the dress. After hemming, you go ahead to weave the inside for neat finishing. So guys, we have come to the end of the tutorial. If you found this tutorial helpful, please like, subscribe and share the video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.